What's up, you guys? Solar here from CODEPHENOM. So today we'll be taking a look at the BLU Studio 5.5S hardware review. This is just a simple look on what's going on around the devices and around the device's screen. So we have the blue insignia, which is a mirrored finish with the headpiece, the ambient light sensors, and then we have a webcam as well, which is a 2 megapixel in the front, good for taking decent quality selfies. Here is a 540 by 960 QHD display, 5.5 inches, as mentioned in the screen review. And down here, you won't see it. I love the little white bar at the bottom. I like the way it finishes in the front. You know, it's not just one solid black phone that looks cheap. I like the little solid white they have down here. It's kind of like a hard plastic. Over here, you have some touch-sensitive buttons. So if I tap it, you guys will see them. This is not something you find in every single phone. There's obviously a majority of the market, but the way they incorporated it outside the screen, but above the white bar in the bottom, I just love the way that looks, and they works beautifully. I can hold on the home button and see what applications I had open, and just quickly just swipe them out. On the bottom, you have a microphone. On the right side, you have your power button. This power button is these buttons on the device are a bit weird in terms of construction. I'll show you guys in a second. You have your micro USB port and a 3.5mm head jack. You have your volume rocker. It has this little aluminum swivel finish. The same thing you have going on here on the power. And on the back, you have a 8 megapixel camera with a LED flash. A blue insignia again with a mirrored finish, and then at the bottom you have your speaker, and you have this little silver accent bar that runs around the phone, which resembles very much the iPhone 5 design. So that was the hardware. Something to note, if I just pull off the cover is actually not just a battery, it's not just a door, it has this little, you can see that it wraps the phone, so it's not just a solid plate in the back, it's just a solid wraparound. And you can see there's little grooves for buttons, little extensions for them. And the thing is that if you happen to lose the door, you actually can't tap the button because the button's actually on the battery door. So on the back here as well, you can't press the volume rockers either. So you actually need the case, need the little back cover in order to actually use the buttons. You have, since it's a dual SIM phone, which means that it'll automatically switch between SIMs depending on what country you are in of the two. So here's SIM 1. This one actually requires a larger SIM, like the full SIM, original SIM. These are the micro SIMs, which I have here. And over here is your memory card slot supporting up to 64 gigs. You have your battery. It's a 2350 milliamp hour battery. And behind it is your IMEI and serial information. So to put it back on, you simply just slide the bottom first, like so, and snap it into place. And that's about it. So that is the hardware review. This phone feels solid. I love the way this phone feels. The front face kind of makes you think that it's kind of cheap, but when you get to the white part down here, it kind of gives it overall a nice finish. And especially on the back with this white, kind of very resemblant of the HTC One X. So overall, I actually love the feeling of this phone. I was really expecting a cheap phone that I could, grab like this and it would start cracking somewhere or you hear some sounds. Absolutely not. This is a solid build phone. So this was the hardware review of the BLU Studio 5.5S.